What's going on, guys? My name is Cal, and today I'm going to be unboxing and setting up the iPhone X. This is the brand new Apple phone. This is the 256GB space gray model that comes in at $1,149. And then there's also a 64GB model that comes in at $999 US. At the end of the video, I'll also be doing a pretty basic comparison between the cameras of the iPhone 7 and the iPhone X, as well as a startup test. So let's get right into it. So as you open up the box itself, you have the little packet of instructions, stickers, and warranty information, which I'll get into a little bit later, and then you take that off and you have the phone itself. I have to say it looks really good. They did a great job on it. Very clean, very sleek looking. The camera, of course, which I'll get into later as well, the dual camera on the back there. So we'll just put that aside for now, and then I'll show you what's in the rest of the box itself. Most of this is pretty standard. You have your wall charging adapter, and then you have your Apple EarPods. They don't come with the AirPods. I think it kind of should for $1,100, but that's just me. And then you have your standard lightning cable that you can use to charge the phone. Now, going back into what's inside the packet that you got at the beginning, it's basically just some instructions, some basic info about the new phone, some gestures, stuff like that. And then, of course, you have your Apple stickers and then a bunch of useless kind of warranty information that nobody really cares about, but they always put it in there anyway. And that covers everything that's inside the box. We can go ahead and start the setup portion of the video. Now, most of the phones will come with between 40 and 60% charge, so you should be able to get this started right away. Just go ahead and slide up, select your language, and then select the country of your region. Now, this is pretty interesting. This is actually a quick start. All you have to do is bring your old phone next to it, and you'll actually be able to sync it up without plugging it into a computer or anything like that. So once you bring your old phone close to it, it should automatically pop up. You just hit continue. Then you'll get this screen, and basically all you do is you hold your old phone above it and just grab a snapshot of that little blue circle. Then it should take care of it from there, go through a bunch of activation stuff that you don't really need to see, so I just cut it out. Then I'm just going to set it up as a new phone. It's just easier for the video. Set up the Apple ID, which should only take a few minutes. And then you read and agree the terms and conditions. I'm pretty sure that no one in the history of the world has ever read them, but just moving on. Location services, enable Apple Pay. You can either set up then or later, as well as Siri, which I definitely recommend. And then iPhone Analytics, I always just share it with Apple just because I don't see any harm in it. It just helps them better develop products. And this is just talking about the True Tone display, which is just basically the phone detecting the ambient light source and then turning the brightness up and down. And then you're pretty much good to go. It'll just show you some different gestures that are new to this phone specifically, such as how to access the multitasking, how to access the control bar, as well as the home button, because there is none. You actually have to slide up now. And once you get through all that, you should be good to go. You're in the phone itself. You can pick it up and make calls, do whatever you want with it. I'll go ahead and take this time to rattle off some of the features of the phone. Now, it is rated IP67 in terms of waterproofing. Now, the IP stands for Ingress Protection, which is the rating system for dust and water resistance. The 6 signifies the dust protection rating. In the case of the iPhone 8 and the iPhone X, the 6 means the phones are entirely dust-proof, which is pretty awesome. And then the second number, the 7, is the water resistance rating, and the 7 means that the iPhone models can be submerged in water as deep as 1 meter for a period of up to 30 minutes, and Apple will guarantee that, is basically what that means. Now, real quick, this is my extremely unofficial speed test of the startup of both the iPhone X and the iPhone 7. Pretty inaccurate, just the way we did it, but it should give you a rough idea. You can see the iPhone X took around 16 seconds to start up, maybe a second or two for a delay between when we hit start and stop. And the iPhone 7 actually took a whopping 12 and a half, something like that, 12 seconds after the iPhone X had started up, for a total of almost 25, 26 seconds. Again, I'm just kind of give or take based on the way that we did the test. But it should give you a rough idea. The iPhone X is definitely faster. Now, moving on to the camera test between the two phones, the iPhone X's camera was a huge selling point of the phone. So I figured we'd do a side-by-side comparison of the different pictures that they took. And basically what we found is that the iPhone 7's pictures they're definitely worse, but not by an insane amount. They definitely were still very good. The iPhone X's were marginally better. Really, where the iPhone X's photos stood out was in portrait mode. You can see that the photos we took with this look absolutely stunning. They could have been taken on my Canon 6D for all we knew. They really looked that good. You know, sometimes when you zoom in on photos, it can get a little grainy, but that's not the case with the iPhone X. Even in post-production, the zoom on these, the quality is still pretty incredible, all the way up to like 4 or 6 times what the original file was. So it really gives you a lot of areas to play with in terms of photo editing. Overall, I'd say the camera is far above average. It does a really good job. I would say it easily competes with my DSLR. So if photography is one of the main things you use your phone for, I'd definitely say it's a huge selling point for this phone because it really is phenomenal. I think they did a really good job on this. That's about all I have to say. So if you guys enjoyed my unboxing setup and random tests between these two phones, hope you got a feel for what the phone is like. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. Are you going to get one? Are you interested in getting one? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's lame? Let me know. It's always fun to see what you guys think. Other than that, I'll see you guys later.